Welcome back, our dear viewers, and today we are celebrating a very special occasion for the Christians, and it is the Resurrection Day, and it will be followed by the Easter celebrations. And we are, as Muslims, also celebrating the end of the holy month of Ramadan, and in a few days we'll be celebrating Eid al-Fitr. So, very special occasion for all Egyptians. To share more light on the manifestation and keenness of all Egyptians on marking the holy occasions together, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Mohamed Saleh Al-Azhar Al-Sharif scholar. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sister, and our viewers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless these days upon Muslim Ummah and all Egyptians. Ameen.
Thank you so much, sir. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sir, how do you see the keenness of the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Sheikh Ahmad al-Tayyib, on greeting Pope Tawadros II, Pope of Alexandria, and the Holy Patriarch of the Holy Apostolic See of St. Mark on this very special occasion?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the beginning, I have to say that the Grand Imam, this is the top and the head of the Muslims all over the world, and he is explaining or viewing the true image about Islam and showing the mercy of Islam. And we are ordered as Muslims to support, to cooperate, and to send greetings and so on to our brothers, those who are living with us in the same country. Our Christian brothers, those who are living with us and sharing us in everything. In every occasion, the Grand Imam sends his greetings and so on to our brothers. And this is the teachings of Islam. And this is the tolerance of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he used to deal with non-Muslims sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And there is a complete chapter in the Quran, also complete surah, talking about the relationship between Muslims and non-Muslims in the Quran. لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم. This bir means this love. Bir is love, cooperation, tolerance, cooperation, everything under the word al-bir. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned bir with walidain, or dealing kindly with parents and so on. We have to deal with these things with our brothers and sisters, those who are living with us in the same country. And we have to respect their teachings and respect their rights of worship, sha'air, as they are doing with us. In every occasion, they send greetings and so on to us, whether in Al-Eid al-Fitr or Al-Eid al-Adha. And I have to say something very important. Christians, our brothers and sister Christians who are living with us in Egypt, are Muslims in culture, means they are respecting us in our teachings. In the month of Ramadan, if I have a friend or a Christian friend living with me in my work, I have never seen him eating before me during the month of Ramadan. This means that he is respecting my teachings, respecting my acts of worship. So we have to deal with him with the same thing, respect their values, respect their teachings and so on. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned it in the Quran. أَن تَبَرُّوهُمْ وَتُقْسِطُوا إِلَيْهِمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made His love in respecting non-Muslims.
Yes.
If you are really love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you are really believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to respect your non-Muslim brothers and sisters. This is the teaching of Islam. So the Grand Imam is showing this, and he is the head and the top of the Muslim association all over the world, Al-Azhar al-Sharif. So he is viewing and explaining the teachings of Islam by sending peace and greetings to the Pope of Alexandria and yes, and to all Christians who are living in Egypt.
Sir, how do you see the keenness of the Grand Imam also on boosting the deeply rooted bonds between all Egyptians?
This is a message to all Muslims to send love and the message of love or respect to all brothers and sisters, those who are living with us, Christian brothers and sisters. And either the Grand Imam is putting in his schedule that the occasions and the events that for our brothers and the sisters those who are living with us, or Christian brothers and sisters, he's put in his schedule their occasions to be one of the persons who are sending respect, and you are in my mind and in my schedule and in my respect. I never forget you. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I never forget you, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never forget you in his teachings sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Sir, how does that reflect the real nature of all Egyptians, whether Muslims or Christians?
This thing makes all Egyptians, whether Muslims or non-Muslims, living in love, respect, and we are living in one country, one blood. You may see in military the Muslim and the non and the Christian citizens are working together, fighting together, helping each other together, cooperating together, and this is the unity of country, unity of blood, unity in everything.
Yes. Sir, also the Grand Imam have been always keen on highlighting the values of tolerance and coexistence among all Egyptians. What's your take on that?
Grand Imam, as I have mentioned, that he is putting in his schedule these things, and in every occasion sending his message of love, respect, and so on. And as a message to all Muslims, you have to follow me. I am the top and the head of the most and the important Islamic association, Al-Azhar Sharif. Follow me. So we are following him as he is saying, and as he do, or as he does. We are following him. We found, mashallah, Grand Imam doing this. We are, as imams or teachers in working at Al-Azhar and so on, we are following him. And we're sending on our member or our in mosques and so on. We see as the head of the Islamic Association, we are following him. We see him, mashallah, sending greatness and so on. We are doing as he do.
Yes. Sir, how can we boost actually the values of coexistence and tolerance in our society?
Spreading, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينٍ. The relationship between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in your heart. What the first person benefited from your worship is the person himself. But me as your brother or a sister, I need your characters, morals, and so on. So we need to spread morals in community, and keep your relationship between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in your heart. What I need from you, not your worship, but I need from you your morals. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He sent the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, He made a title of His message of sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً. Mercy, this is the title of his message of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to be a man of morals sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not only a man by word, but by his morals alayhi wasallam. And non-Muslims or the people in Arabia converted Islam when they saw the morals and the good character of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they saw him as Sadiq al-Amin. So my message to Muslims is is you have to enjoy with the morals of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam if you are really love him.
Yeah.
And my message to my non-Muslim brothers and sisters, you have either to see the teachings of Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him. his message. And when you see my sister, that the message of all prophets, all of them, peace. All messengers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to them to spread peace, to spread love, to spread cooperation, to spread morals in the community. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us in the Quran. And as Muslims, we have to respect their places of worship, churches, and so on. And the Christians, they have to respect mosques, Muslims, and so on. And to alleviate and do it and throw it away, violence and so on. Throw it away from Egypt. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Egypt in the Quran. Egypt, this is for Muslims and non-Muslims. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, "Udkhulu Misra insha'Allahu aminin." Enter Egypt, inshallah, in peace. And this peace is for Muslims and non-Muslims.
Sheikh Saleh, also, why is it a must to raise awareness regarding these values from your point of view? The values of tolerance, coexistence, sharing with the others. How do you see the importance of raising these values and working on increasing these values every single day?
Increasing these values will establish a strong country. The enemies of Islam during the last period, when you see, they used to play on this to spread enmity between Muslims and Christians in Egypt, and making a ta'afiyya, as they call. You are Muslim and you have to stone their churches, and you have to speak bad to them. No, this is out of the teachings of Islam. So spreading these morals and the good values in society will strengthen Egypt inside. The enemies of Egypt trying to spread and making and divide Egypt by this way. So my word to Muslims and Christians in Egypt, you have to unite together. وتعاونوا, you have to cooperate, unite together. على البر والتقوى, in every good thing we have to cooperate and work together to strengthen Egypt inside, and this will protect it inside and outside.
Yes. Sir, actually Egypt's unity is manifested in its keenness, the keenness actually of all Egyptians on making the holy occasion together very special and celebrating these occasions together. What's your take on that, and how do you see this very important virtue here for the Egyptians of unity and celebrating the occasions together?
These occasions spread love in community. If my brothers or my Christian brothers are celebrating with their feasts and their occasions and so on, when I respect this and supporting them in their celebrating and so on, they either will celebrate with me in my occasion. They send the message of love to me and the Muslims in Egypt on our occasions. This means that spreading love to live in this country by celebrating or greeting our brothers and sisters in this occasion.
Yeah. Sir, actually, how can we face sometimes the wrong beliefs and concepts that some elements do try sometimes to spread in our society against the coexistence, against our unity? How can we face sometimes these behaviors and beliefs?
Against this question, sister?
How can we face sometimes the wrong beliefs and concepts sometimes spread by certain elements in our society?
When we listen to those who not understand the teachings of whether listen to the true teachings of Islam, and those who are listening or not listen to the teachings of Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him. When we back again to the teachings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam by the scholars that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Quran, فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون. You
Yes.
have to ask the people of knowledge if you know not.
Of course.
So when I ask Sheikh Mohamed, he is graduated from Al-Azhar University, Faculty of Da'wah or Islamic Law and so on. He is qualified to give fatwa and so on.
Of course.
And he knows what are the teachings of Islam, how can I deal with non-Muslims and so on. So when a person asks any other person not qualified, not graduated from Al-Azhar, he may give him wrong fatwa. So this is the way. And it's the same thing for our brothers, our Christian brothers and sisters, those who are listening to some people of religion, not respecting Islam and trying to giving misconceptions about Islam.
Of course.
Yes, those people making enmity in society. So any imam or any shaykh in the mosque following the ministry of Awqaf try to speak bad or spread bad teachings or wrong teachings, the minister of Awqaf stop his work and may forsake him from the ministry.
Yes.
So we have to respect the teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by asking the people of knowledge, the teachings of Islam.
Yes, Sheikh Mohamed Saleh, Al-Azhar Al-Sharif scholar, thank you so much, sir, for your precious input and for being with us today. Our dear viewers, with that, we come to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show, coming to you live here from our studios on Night TV International by myself, Maïsti Rabia. Until tomorrow with another crew, it's goodbye and wishing all our Christian brothers and sisters a happy Resurrection Day. Thank you so much for watching.